It is high noon here at ReflexGT in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. It's time for day number 2. After some interesting development yesterday, lack of interesting development yesterday, it's time to finally kick off day number 2, and we're going to go and pretty much dive in balls deep straight off the bat as Roughnex Redeem will take on dzs.turtlebeach. My name is A-Spec here. I'm joined under the band done by...
My name is Chris Turn, and we have actually a really good game coming up. This is actually the winners bracket. So it's going to be best out of 5.
Best out of 5. We're going to start out with Hardpoint on Yemen, Search and Destroy on Cargo, CTF on Express. And if we actually need any matches after that, then we're going to go on Hardpoint on Standoff and Search and Destroy on the Aftermath. Now we're going to get ourselves ready to jump into this game. Our players are all in the server right now. We had some issues throughout the morning, and pretty much as expected, because this tournament so far has been nothing but issues, apparently. But apparently we're back on track schedule-wise, which is, yeah, apparently.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
Yeah.
But, yeah, obviously this is going to be the winners bracket. And it's going to be 2 German teams taking each other on. DZS, obviously, probably the favourites here. They were placed in the top pool.
Right.
So I'm expecting a DZS win. Namzo, a very good player. The rest, saying that though, there's a couple of decent players on RNX as well, so it should be a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially considering DZS has something to prove within the global rankings as well, the European Championship, as they desperately need their points in order to get further into this tournament. We're ready to go. We've just jumped in towards Yemen. Let's take this away. It is currently, we actually started 15 minutes late again. It's better than 8 hours late, I guess.
Let's not act surprised.
Yeah, let's not act too surprised here, indeed. Let's jump straight in, quickly popping up all the stuff that we need in order to make this game interesting. Something I never understood, actually, is why the countdown is more than 20 seconds. That's something that I always thought was interesting. Maybe it's like a loading sort of thing, but then again, it's... we're working with hardware here. But let's hop this underway. We don't have any game sound, by the way, I would like to point out on our end. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Right, okay, so we're going to go straight on board with Royal using the combat knife to get there very, very quickly, and they're going to get there to the hard point extremely quickly, actually. M8 comes out, lots of shots being fired, but nothing really much being done. And, well, they didn't even go into the main hard point. They just went to shut off the right-hand side. Lots of kills being exchanged, and that main hard point has been taken just by 6 points, though. And RNX are currently down, but those points will slowly be racked up as we go into 30 seconds gone in the game so far.
Yeah, specifically this hard point is very difficult to keep hold of. It's right out in the open, and our Roughnex are trying to get in there. Oh, that was a little bit awkward there, because Roughnex will continue to take control of this. They're right nicely spread out there. They got one person going all the way around, but overall they're sitting on that hard point, keeping as many points in their hands as humanly possible. Currently 15-8. Roughnex will take the lead right at this moment. And this is an AN94. Is that a silencer I spot there?
I'm not too sure. I think he had a silencer on there. It was a custom, obviously. No, actually, no, it doesn't. He has the... That's changed weapon, obviously. Yeah. But we're on board with Royal at the moment. It's strange to see a silencer, but what DZS have done well there, they weren't too involved in that main hard point, but they set up nicely for the next one, as you can see on the screen. And we're watching Royal come around behind. Oh, nearly destroys Jazz there. And he got very unfortunate with that headshot. So let's see what he can do to pick this up from here. They're going through the middle. They have to be careful not to just sort of throw themselves in there and just keep getting killed and killed and killed, because that will happen if they're not careful. Well, they have an opening on towards the side here. Moving on DZS. MMS here on Dave, who's got himself a nice position. Just scanning down the street, trying to find himself a target. And right now, DZS are doing fine. They've got the point under control. They have extended their lead. This MMS is doing very, very, very well. Also has a lightning strike there, as well as the Hellstorm. That's going to be useful later on. However, the turret is now ready to deploy it as well, and in combination with that, MMS is going to be very, very useful. Yep, the turret going down. I'm not too sure if he'll use it on this hard point. He may wait until the next, maybe to put it out the window. Yeah, they're in a good position as well. They're all the way, yeah, there we go. They just placed it right outside the window. They're in a great position right here. They will keep on racking up these points very, very easily. There you go, Namzo's, well, that was actually Namzo who used his gun. And, of course, we have Jazz on screen, who actually has one as well. So DZS looking very good at this moment in time. Jazz still using the millimeter scanner with full score streaks. Shooting could have been a little bit better there. It's unfortunate, but they are just holding the point down.
Well, that's exactly what matters. Even though you could miss your shots, you cannot rack up the kills. But in the end, it's all about the points. And with a full 80 points ahead of the Roughnecks, DZS are showing themselves to be in a firm position right now. Numzo's trying to move out. Is trying to get into the next position. Needs to watch out for his right flank here because there is right that one right there. That would have been nice to the pickup. We'll try to go for the follow-up as they're moving out to get towards the next hard point, which is where they are right now. It's contested. Oh, beautifully done. There's a PDW coming out there as well, and this should be another hardport control by DZS, having no problem whatsoever, sending out Numzo at the last possible moment, moving out, cleaning out the site, and now they're in full control of this site. Very nicely set up as well. Nothing but kills on the board. Oh, the double! Play. Yes.
It's unfortunate from Nanzo not to pick that up. The DZS team come around and helped him out and cleared everything up there. Still on board with Namzo. Now they picked up a brilliant two-piece there, and you know what, DZS are looking very, very strong at the moment.
And they're already moving out to get towards the next hard point as well. Expecting it to spawn on the top of the map, as they're actually pushing straight into the spawn here with Renz. Sadly enough, not picking that one up, but Dave is already moving out all the way along the top. The hard point is nowhere in this particular area, and they're getting a little bit keen on that one. A little bit keen. But 21 to 170, that is ridiculous. I would not be surprised if they keep up this momentum throughout this series, they're going to easily pick this up 3-0.
Yeah, it's looking very, very strong from DZS at the moment. Cytec taking out Chronic there. That seems to be all members down, apart from Dave, who's still inside that hard point. Lots of gun battles going down inside there now. On board with Chronic from RNX, turns around, gets the kill. He's going to push into the point. There's two of them in the point. Two players from RNX, and he's just run in there. Nothing's going to happen. The point is still with DZS.
Yep. Numzo getting himself the double, and oh, wow, look at that. That's a triple right there from Jaws. Will pick up the Roughnecks again and again and again and again. They continue to dominate this this hard point, and there's nothing Roughnecks can do. They're completely outclassed here.
Thing is, with score streaks, if somebody builds, I mean, if you look at Namzo going 17-3 there, it's a great play by him. I've always thought he's a very good player, Namzo. He's having a good game. But as I was saying, with score streaks, if you pick up one, then you're going to pick up more.
Yes.
Very, very quickly. So you have to stop the enemy team straight away from picking up those score streaks, as you will get dominated, as what seems to be happening to RNX at the moment. He's got his knife out. He's going for the knife kill. Don't know why I persisted with that. I probably would have been quicker just to shoot him. But it does seem as if they're set up quite nicely around this point. They need to spread out a little bit, though. They are very, very compact there. And they need to move around to the left to cover that. And that's what Ramba is going to do as he takes out Namzo. He's going to push into the building on the left-hand side. Maybe try and set up for the next hard point a little bit prematurely.
Yeah, they are in control of that hard point. No, they are in control of the hard point right now and already moving out towards the top. Roughnecks could finally be looking to pick up some points here. It's a little bit late in the game with 4 minutes to go. They are full. Well, nicely done. They're finally getting some control here from the Roughnecks, and they also have the else. This could have potential. Only get one. Yep. Unlucky.
It was a nice hellfire. Got very unfortunate. More going in there by the DZS team, shutting everyone down, and DZS can actually win on this hard point. So let's see the time it goes in. That's 3:48, so that's 60 seconds.
Yeah, Roughnecks are all over the place, though. They're swarming the site. And let's see if they can actually pick this one up. DZS trying to get in there. Oh, beautifully done here by Dave. Picking up two as he enters and controlling the hard point. This could be it right here. This could be the end of Roughnecks in this hard point map.
They have another 45 seconds left on that clock. Unfortunately, getting taken out by the grenade by Ramba. That's nice play by him. They're all going to try and run in there. They are actually inside the hard point as well, picking up a couple of points. But it's going to be hard for them to actually close this off now. Hard point with 30 seconds left on the clock.
Hard point here on Yemen. This looks like the most devastating win I've seen to date, or at least at this event. The other ones we saw yesterday was pretty much 252, 208, and 214 we saw at the max, which was rather ridiculous. But right now, Roughnecks are not doing good at all. 10 more points needed now by DZS.
See, what Dave did wrong there is he went through the hard point. I mean, he didn't need to do that. There was only a couple of seconds left on the clock. He really should have just went to help out his team, who are actually not going to get set up around this area. 5 points to go for DZS, and they will close out this map. And surely that's going to come up right now. 250 points. So, yeah, that
there it is. 250 for and 48 for Roughnecks. That is pretty harsh, if you ask me. Still, though, Oh, yeah, sorry. 259 points apparently. I wrote down.
Possible.
It maybe in some universe where the rule set was a little bit different. But looking at S&D right now, Cargo, and how the teams have played, especially with Namzo just ripping through kills every single round, I just don't see it. If Roughnex do not perform now on the on the S&D side, I just don't see him winning it at all.
No, I mean, S&D is one of those ones, as we seen with the Freako team against Tech yesterday. Tech really did dominate the hard point, but S&D was a bit harder for them. So it's a game changer, S&D. It can sort of shift the momentum.
But like we said before, it's less of a team-based game compared to Hardpoint or CTF, where it's very cover-based and very team-orientated, and there's a particular goal, whereas S&D, it's all about the kills and all about the frags, unless, of course, you can get that bomb down, but that rarely happens these days anyway.
It doesn't happen very often, maybe one round out of the whole game usually, but it's nice to see that happen because it does bring it down to a clutch play by one of the players. Exactly.
Well, we're getting ready to go on towards Yemen. We'll be following up after this on CTF on Express. And that means that that's actually... Oh, careful now.
Dropping things.
That actually means that we have two dynamic maps in this particular setup, both Cargo and Express. Sadly enough, you won't be using any dynamic map. What are you doing?
I've dropped my charger. It's over there. I don't want anybody to steal it.
I nicked one yesterday from someone.
Oh.
Charger.
Keep away from mine.
I'm a terrible... Well, you're an iPhone, so it's okay. I would like to point out, by the way, that Tony has his charger in my laptop, so...
You can view my photos.
I can view his photos.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Yeah.
Shannon being my girlfriend.
No.
Do you want... yeah.
Like I would do that. I would.
Yes, you would.
Yes, I would. Still, though, overall, looking at this tournament for the Freako Dragons right now, they had some real difficulties yesterday trying to actually get their games done, as they only managed to play one game in total, and they will be trying to wrap that up today.
Yeah, I think Brainiac was not very happy about that.
Yeah, that's a mild understatement. He always has a gaze of... he always looks very serene, but he's actually really mad on the inside. Like he's a boiling pot of fire with disguised as a cute little kitten, pretty much. So getting ready for our next one. It's here on Cargo, the port of Singapore, apparently. Search and destroy. Don't do that, please. That hurts my ears.
I do apologize.
Yeah. And let's jump underway. Let's see how this is going to go and where the points are going to be spread out. Roughnex have something to prove here with a full 18. Well, with a full 10 seconds remaining. But they need to pick up this map in order to have any sort of impact on this part of the bracket. Because if they don't, they will drop down. So you can see here on Cargo, there's a lot of space to go, and A is going to be the site to go for, even though it's very open. It's a very long stretch there, but it's also the closest one. As you can see, the Roughnex are immediately descending upon A.
On board with Dave now, using the PDW, which is a bit questionable with the long vision of A. Maybe he's going to try and sneak through. We'll see what he does. We'll stay on board with Dave.
Maybe one of his associates has an AR. To try to set down that, to take down anybody that is by that A site. Oh, look at this setup right here. They got one on the long on A and one looking down from the containers. So their setup is really nice right now, but it's all about the pick at the moment.
Smoking in, going down on the bomb. We have a sniper on the other team. Bullet flying straight past Dave's head. He's going to move into the crate next to A. What he has to do is be very careful because he will get picked off if he's not careful. And I would lie down if I was him. That was silly. He should have probably just planted it. He was in a good position. Namzo coming up big though. Jazz coming with a headshot on the Chronic. Let's change to one of the RNX players on board with Ramba using the M8. Not a good position here for RNX.
No, definitely not. As you could see, the bomb carrier was on the verge of taking on the trophy system. However, he gets shut down from above by one of the defenders from DZS.
Still around though, he hasn't got long to go. Royal's taking out Jazz and Sidetech's come up huge there. All he needs to do is run away. Royal's going to look for him, and I don't think he's going to find him within 3 seconds. Sidetech is going to close out that round.
There we go. It's 1-0. As DZS are doing exactly what they need to do. They pick up that first round very well. Sidetech here on the last kill. Again, this high ground from DZS. It's exactly what they needed to do.
Ramba really should have picked up that kill for me.
Also, that
was very crucial, and he didn't make it.
That interesting decision of run. that interesting decision of running a.
What the hell is that?
That looks like an LSAT.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Okay, let's see what he's going to do. I'm intrigued. I haven't seen
He's
this
gonna
used.
he's gonna use it to pin down the A site
With the target finder as well. Well, anyway,
that is
you know,
it seems to be working.
Lots of hit markers going down, not many kills, and it seems that RNX have actually brought the first blood. It's 3 versus 4 in favor of RNX.
And right now the positioning from dzs is pretty bad as well.
Yeah, it's pretty defensive. They're just sort of sitting back, taking their time. But we'll see what they do, because European teams often get sort of branded as being good at S&D. So let's see what they can do. Jazz taking down Dave. That's 3 versus 2 now. Let's see what Ramba can do with this cannon.
Yes. He hasn't had much luck with it so far, though. Managed to get a couple of hit markers with it, but it really did suppress that A site. And I wonder whether or not that is actually called the dzs Jaws with Jaws right here, who's gone for the. Okay.
Give me the controller.
Interesting. No, I didn't want to.
Oh. This ain't good.
It looks like our network just died.
No,
No,
we're
we're back.
We're good. Oh, God.
Oh, it was actually with the cannon. That was
brilliant.
Yeah, that'll ruin your day.
Oh.
3 shots as well.
That ain't good, man. That looks at least 50 caliber. Lots of pain.
At least. It's better than that Cap 40, though.
We'll go on board with Ramba straight away from the attack. Actually, let's see a defense from DZS, because I swear we had somebody with a sniper here. I want to find out who it was. Let's have a look through the team. There's a Namzo.
No, that's also running MMS with
I think
smoke.
it was Jazz.
There it is. No.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
there it is. Jaws running that scope with the dual. DSR 50.
Obviously using that due to the smoke that will be going down on the A-bomb.
Yep, there it is.
It's not going to matter to him, because all he's going to do is sit, wait for that flashing green light to come across his screen.
And pull the trigger.
Pop goes your head. Still on board with Jazz. Going to move towards the center of the map a little bit more. He has somebody in front of him.
Ooh.
Looks like Cytec's probably going to take him out. I'd be careful. Shoot. Oh, he didn't manage to pick up the kill. He really should have got that. He's giving away his position now.
We should probably
Ramba.
rotate back to A long in order to make sure that he can push that one down. He's the last man standing here for his team. Cap 40.
Oh, Ramba. Very well played by him there. 3 kills in the round for him.
And Roughnex, for the first time in this matchup, are actually taking the lead. It's 1-2.
As I said, in S&D, anything can actually happen. It is very much so a momentum changer. If you're not very careful with this, you can't let yourself get destroyed in the S&D. If it's a close game, though, that can also put your confidence down. So let's see what happens as we get the connection issue yet again. But let's see, we're going to go on board with it now.
Oh, God, he's doing it again.
You know, I'm intrigued because it looks as if, yep, he has managed to get himself an RCXD. So I'll stay on board with Ramba because I want to see what he does with that.
Yeah, it's trying to use it as a scout. Ooh,
yep.
There it is. Nicely done. On that pickup, we'll tag up a little bit. We'll not pick up that kill, but they will pressure them straight in towards A. Patriot goes down.
2 members from the RNX team taken out very, very quickly. So DZS are in a 4v2 situation. Bomb has went down at A. Ramba has a lot of work to do here. Shots being fired by both teams. He's not going to pick up kills. Namzo takes him out with the pistol. And that has just echoed in my ear. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the sound. It's just changed
It looks
up
like
here.
we're going to over the speaker right now.
All right.
Yeah.
We have to be very careful what we're saying then in this case with S&D, because obviously the players can hear us. So Royal putting bullets into Jazz, but nothing's going to matter because he gets taken out. 2-2 now.
I think a big issue right there was actually the mini machine gun not doing what they should do, not rushing over towards A to get that cover down in time, because the bomb did get planted on that A site, and that didn't help too much in the long run. Still, though, it's 2-2. Remember, we're playing 1st to 6 on this one. And then we're taking it again from the Roughnex. I take it off from Ramba, who's got himself the bomb, perhaps.
I'm going to change it back up, see if we can get anybody with a sniper. I'm not too sure if we have any, but it does seem, if we look at the map, they've went towards B. And they're taking the guy out there that's forward. I'm going to push over there. Cytec needs to get over there very quickly.
He's rotating as fast as he can. But what are the Roughnecks doing? They're just sitting around waiting.
They should have went for that.
They should have gone for B straight away.
Now there's 2 members of the team at B. Maybe they'll change it over. Lots of shots being fired. We'll stay on board with Cytec. Is using the MSMC. See if we can do. He actually has it. Smoke grenade with that as well. Rambo taking out Jazz, so it's a 2v4 situation. Namzo and Cytec. Cytec's in a good position to pick up a kill here as he does take out Dave. Has to be careful here though, because it does seem as if the Roughnex team were, but it seems as if somebody's managed to sneak around behind a B. Roughnex are in a good position here.
I'm still thinking they could have cleaned it up at this point, even though Sir Royal will pick up that Cytec from above and pick up the round as well. Could have done a little bit quicker if they had rushed for 3 when the opening was there. I was quite surprised that they did not do that in the end. Interesting choice.
Oh, nice by Chronic. Good reactions there. Spin around with the Cap 40, taking him out. That's going to be 3-2 to Roughnex.
Such a silly gun.
Yeah, it's a strange one. I don't know whether to stay and give Rambo another chance with this gun. Is it worth it?
Yes.
I will go with that.
Maybe he'll finally pick up a kill with the LSAT.
I'm intrigued to see if he does.
He has picked up a single kill with this gun before, but that was the last kill in round number 2. Just waiting. Smoke down everywhere. The scope will be on the long as well. I'm not quite sure why he is here. There's more than enough cover on A from both above and the long. And he should not be here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pointless position that he's taken up. Obviously, he was watching the left-hand side as kills actually do go down. That's 3 versus 3 now. Still on board with Rambo. I'm actually going to change it up. He's boring me. Let's go on board with Jazz, who's using the sniper. Don't think he's going to get any kills down there. He really does need to get up high with this. The bomb is actually down on the A bomb site as well, so that's a problem.
He needs to get that cover in. Yeah. And he sees the Patriot. With 30 seconds on the clock right now, DZS have all the pressure on them as Roughnex have taken the lead.
Cytec taking out Chronic. Good spotting from Jazz, though. He's going to push up, put some pressure on the guy that's going to be in the back of A, and he's going to get the kill with the Cap 40. Needs to stay alive now. He's in a good position. Going to pick up the AN94. Looking very good for this round. Rammer at the back.
The barrel, nicely done. Wilt managed to get the hit marker on that.
Cornered him in, though. They know exactly where he is.
You know,
and Jazz has actually spotted him. That should be the round.
Well
That's
done.
3-3.
3-3. DZS will even things back out. After 2 rounds, won back-to-back by DZS, they're back in the game. After a bit of a lackluster start for them, and we do have some system lag here, or at least some network lag. But at least we have games running, and that's a start.
It is a start.
That is a start.
Let's see how long it lasts.
Yes, let's knock on wood on that one.
I'm going to change it up from Rambo.
That's good.
Let's go on board with...
He still hasn't used his RC.
I think he may be saving it for a later round where they may be in trouble or...
trying to finish it up.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what people tend to do. In it.
Oh, this MMA, that's aggressive. Holy.
Very, very aggressive. MSMC as well. He's in a very good position here. A huge position.
And that's not even his smoke. Oh, well done.
Brilliant play by Namzo. They're taking out Rambo. They will know he's around there, though. He has to be careful.
Boy, they didn't know at all because that's almost a two-piece right there.
Dave taking out Royal there. I think he only put 1 bullet in after Namzo had put the majority. So, good work by Namzo to manage to pick up a lot of hit markers on the RNX player there.
I don't think I've ever seen such aggressive play on Cargo before. Wow.
Oh, he gets very unfortunate. Dave with the drop shot is going to take him out there. That's actually go on board with Jazz. I have to use the other thing. Obviously, come on, Tony. Using the sniper.
I'm kind of worried whether or not that was... they kind of overshot themselves. They got their initial push in. They got that kill. Should have immediately fall back towards the site.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as if Jazz has much help around this A-bomb site as well, so... He's going to lie down, isn't he? He needs some help from his teammates here. Because if they close him in, he does not have much of a chance just with that Cap 40. Cytec taking out Chronic, though, so one lad left alive for RNX. And Dave does get taken out by Renstedt.
The DZS finally take the lead again after 3 rounds being down. Even after an absolutely sensational play on Hardpoint. Oh, they were planning the bomb as well. With Hardpoint actually devastating Roughnex with 48 to 250. And right now, I would not be surprised if they're going to go clean them out from this point on. They've got all the momentum. They've got the score streaks going on. They pretty much should have this in the pocket. But let's not count Roughnex out just yet. I think they're going to go aggressive as well. Again, this such aggressiveness. Where is the rest of the DZS though? Oh, they're holding back.
They've held back big style. There is actually someone who's pushed through. Namzo's just going to pick up the kill onto David, and he's managed to get away.
That's so good.
Well played by Rambo, by Namzo there. Still on board with Rambo, though. He's in a good position. Namzo's going to go up there. Chronic is going to take him out with the Cap 40, so now it's a 3v3 situation. DZS are not in a good position here, but they do have somebody watching the A-bomb site.
They could potentially rotate all the way around to B. It has potential. They know that there's going to be some serious issues trying to get on towards that A due to that long area with that scope potentially looking down. Nicely done here by Ramba. Will pick up Jazz, and that's going to firmly put things into the direction of the Roughnex. Then again, it's 2-2. However, the two highest fraggers for DZS are down, and that could potentially hold them back a little bit. Maybe time to use the score streaks.
It may be, but RNX probably in the better position here as Cytec does actually get taken out. Let's quickly jump on board with Renstart, see what he can do.
Yeah, he's got nothing.
He's not in a good position, and this isn't looking good unless he can pull off some silly two-piece in the last 8 seconds. Nope. It's not going to happen.
They're just running away, as they should.
They're going to run away.
There we go.
Oh, actually, goes in for the kill. That's 4-4 now. Well played by RNX to just close that round out 4-4. A bit tighter than the hard part was, to say the least.
I'm actually quite surprised by this very aggressive play from both Roughnex and DZS right at the start of the map. Normally we're seeing a lot more. Look at this guy on the air. He's like, you shoot me. You shoot me. Anyway, yeah, exactly. We're seeing such aggressive play from both sides. I wonder if we're going to see it again from the DZS team right now. No, they're holding back. They're being are they playing passive here? No, they're pushing right up.
No, they have pushed up. So they have pushed up inside the center through B. Chronic moving into the building. He's going to pick up a kill there on Renstar with the headshot. With the Cap 40, he's going to look across towards the crates. And, you know, I'm not quite sure why he's using the target finder, to be honest. Well,
sometimes you need a big-ass diamond around the enemy in order to figure out where they are. I don't know.
Well, okay, I'm not going to criticize him. He's the one playing, I'm the one commentating.
Exactly.
On board with Chronic still. And he's, of course, not the only one to use that gun. Obviously, Rambo was the one we've seen before, so a couple of them are actually using it. Maybe they know something that we don't know.
Has something been changed in a recent patch?
I don't think so.
Maybe they like the 2-time scope on it. Maybe that's what it effectively is.
Meanwhile, RNX have actually done very, very well. I'm going to jump on board with Namzo, who's actually defending the bomb site. They're in the complete wrong direction. They really need to be over next to B, which is where Cytec is. You can see everything going down here. The bomb is actually being planted, and it's not looking good for this round for DZS as Dave does take him out. Namzo is the last man alive for DZS.
This is going to be extremely difficult for him. No, it's not going to happen. It's 4-5. It is map point now for the Roughnex, who are looking to pretty much even things out in maps here on S&D after an absolutely disastrous play on Hardpoint. And then they can pretty much put themselves back on track with CTF after this, but we'll see how that is going to go. Really wondering how that team play is going to get working, especially considering we were playing on, let's see here, what is it again we were playing after this? It is going to be Express. So that's definitely going to be an interesting setup right there. However, let's not count DZS out just yet. They have managed to win 2 rounds back-to-back before. However, this momentum could definitely hold them back a little bit. And it should be time to use those score streaks for them.
Yep, that's what I'm expecting from Ramba. That's why I'm staying on board with him, see what he can do.
You want to see that RC?
I do. I love it. I love seeing people get blown up by it. It's brilliant.
It's so annoying as well. You hear that annoying sound and you're like, oh, no.
Just like literally stop pre-aiming everywhere. Yeah. See if you can listen where it's come from. I'm not sure if he's going to use it. They are sitting very defensively. Let's have a look. And oh, DZS are highly pushed up on the. If he really needs to use this to his team's advantage. Oh, shots being fired onto the barrel. Ramba taking out a lot of damage there, but Dave is going to be the first blood taken out Cytec. Nice play by him. 3 versus 4 in the favor of RNX, and the bomb does actually go down. Chronic taking out Jazz is looking very good for them. 4v2 situation, 4v1 situation. Let's see what Renstar can do to stop this. I'm going to say
nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
No, nothing. The smoke goes down. He gets taken down, and all of a sudden we got ourselves a round here for Roughnex.
7 kill streak by Chronic there as he jumps into the sea. Dave defusing the bomb.
And there it is. 6-4 by the Roughnex as they will pick up map number 2. Very, very strong play here, and especially considering their initial play on Yemen on Hardpoint. I'm really curious how this is going to translate to CTF. Very, very curious how this is going to translate to CTF, indeed.
CTF is a lot more passive than Hardpoint was, so maybe that will favor RNX.
Yeah, especially considering how passive they played initially on SND and mixing up with aggressive play. So they definitely have the potential.
10 and 5 by Chronic Aramba. That Chronic obviously going on a 7-kill streak without death, so very, very well played by him.
7 rounds back-to-back. Very well done. As we're going to get ready for map number 3, CTF on Express. We will most definitely go towards another hardpoint game on Standoff, and that is going to be interesting for Roughnex after their disastrous placement on Yemen. So right now, if DZS win the CTF here, then they are looking so strong to win it on Standoff.
We've seen a lot of people using the trophy system. Would you say it was worth people using that at all? Incoming projectiles within 10 meters, so that is going to stop things such as RCXDs, stun grenades, that sort of thing. Would you say it's worth it?
Maybe on a cargo, yeah, but not necessarily on other maps.
It's interesting. I haven't seen very many teams use it.
I see due to the fact that we're using a lot more tacticals in Black Ops 2, there is a lot more variation. The sensor grenade, yeah.
I like that, though. I think it brings something else to it. You have to sort of be careful.
It upgrades
you can throw
the
it in there,
metagame.
but it can work in 2 teams' advantage. It's like, well, yeah, I want you to know where I am, so maybe they're going to come for you.
But also things like the EMP grenade is being used very often now as well. And what I've actually... The amount of options that players have in Black Ops 2 due to the current rule set gives them such flexibility, and we're seeing very different setups between different teams. For instance, if we play SND with, say, Millennium, they will all use MMS, all of them, on ARs.
It makes sense, because you can shoot through walls with it. So
yeah.
The sight itself isn't very good. It's too wide and it's a bit flimsy. So...
Still, though, it's just something that they tend to use, all of them, and we don't see that much with the other teams.
You see the odd person using it, but all the team using it is a little bit strange, but I'm sure we'll see that.
I'm sure we'll see it today, or potentially even in the final. The expectations right now are that Farico Dragons versus Millennium will be the final. We will see whether or not that's actually going to happen or not.
This is ReflexGT. It's not
anything can happen.
Final,
exactly. That's going to be a 3 a.m. final again. Yeah, it is the reflex grind, as you called it.
The grind.
The grind. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CTF on Express. If you just tuned in, this is the Roughnex versus DZS here at ReflexGT Winter 2013. I called it spring yesterday for some reason.
I was hearing that. February is definitely in winter.
Is it? Yes. Apparently, it is considered to be the coldest month of the year.
I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah. Ramba has left.
So they will be restarting the game. Not quite sure why that's happened. We'll get a restart as soon as we can.
So looking at the result from a previous map on Cargo, what do you think here? I'm still personally going ahead and calling it for DZS, specifically their play due to their playing on Yemen.
Yeah, I think they will take this now. I think they're a bit too strong for RNX in terms of the actual the quick gameplay.
Yes.
So we'll see what they can do once Ramba is ready.
It's something we've actually seen with other teams as well. One of the teams that is currently not here is the newly formed or the newly picked up Epsilon lineup that has very